Welcome. I am the Nasty Pastor. I'm back with another session, another chapter of the teachings of PtahHotep, the oldest book in the world. Well, my spirit a little bit more joyous this morning. It's not no good information been received to me, not no financial burden been lifted off me or anything. I woke, took a shower, ate, realized that time is precious. Realized that some changes has to be done in the now, not the later, the now. And my maker, my creator, our creator, is pushing me along. Is really giving me the best knowledge, has really given me the best payoff in life, where that I'm able to, in the now, speak with understanding, speak with wisdom. They said a leper can't change their spots. Anyone can change. Anyone. See, I said a long time ago, I want to go talk to the devil. I want to go talk to Satan. I want to go talk to Rock. And the reason why I want to have a conversation, because I know after I say what I have to say, whether the change is visible in the now, is something that's going to work on Ra, that's going to work on Satan, that's going to work on the devil. You get me? Anywho, please go to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, Only Faith Ministries Kemet. Anywho, our next reading chapter is who was PtahHotep. Now, I've already explained, and this book has explained it. To me, PtahHotep was Congress, was someone that made laws, someone that changed laws, someone that went around the kingdom and saw things, understood what needed to be changed, understood what needed to be firm, and took it back to the Pharaoh. Took it back to the Pharaoh and said, let's work on this. Okay, this good for right now. It's a little uprising against it, but this is good for right now. It'll make sense maybe 5 years down the line, because people will start seeing the good in that law. But let's reflect back, because the answer's back there. The answer's in our past. Honestly speaking to you, there's nothing new under this sun. It's just presented differently. When you look at your kids, I said they're a reflection of you. They may not look like you. Their skin complexion may not be yours. Their walk, their pattern of walk, their structure of walking may not fit yours. Their height may be taller, shorter than yours. You feel me? But they still are a reflection of you. Because there's somewhere, if you raise your child, there are some things about you that you find good, that you rubs off and you implement into your child's life. Anywho, let's get into this. Who was PtahHotep? The position is much the same with PtahHotep. There are near Memphis the tombs of several nobles of this name, of whom of whom two lived in the reign of Isosi. And in this case, again, it has been assumed that one of these two must be the writer of the instruction. But in neither instance do the titles coincide with or include those assigned to him. The highest title which he bears, eldest son of the king, does not anywhere appear in these tombs. It is true that one of these contemporaries was hereditary chief, but we know that PtahHotep was a common name at this time. You know what common means? You know what I mean? This is nothing, there's nothing every day. You see it every day. You know what I mean? This your everyday person. This not a celebrity. This not not the pharaoh. You may not see the pharaoh number once a month. You know what I mean? But you see the visors, you see the guards, you see the generals, but you may not see the pharaoh number once a month, maybe once a year, depending on the peace within the kingdom. And in the absence of more certain proof, it will be well to abstain from the identification of like names upon insufficient grounds. Thus it is only by the chance discovery of this scroll that these two princes of old time, whose bodies are blown about the desert dust these many centuries, are secured from utter oblivion. Men such as did bear rule in their kingdoms, men renowned for their power, giving counsel by their understanding and declaring prophecies. Leaders of the people by their counsel and by their knowledge of learning meet for the people, wise and eloquent in their instructions. And against such as these that from remote years have left a name behind them, that their praises might be reported. How many are there which have no memorial, who are perished as though they had never been, and are become as though they had never been born, and their children after them? Now the footnote from the other page, it reads, called PtahHotep, one by Egyptologists. For a description of his tomb, see Marriott A. Les Mastabas, The Ancient Empire, Paris 1889, D62. For the other PtahHotep under Isosis, see Quibell J.E. and Griffith, F.L. Egyptian Research Account. The Ramseum and the Tomb of PtahHotep, London, 1898. Also, Davies, N.D.G. and Griffith, F.L. Egypt Exploration Fund. The Mastaba of PtahHotep and PtahHotep at Sequoia to VOLS, London, 1901. The little figure on the cover of this book is from this tomb. Basically, this telling you where you could go research a little bit more about PtahHotep. And, it's explaining that there's a lot that has been taken out of these tombs, out of these temples, out of these burial grounds that has been scattered across the world. It's wrong. I get that if you're an archaeologist, when you dig in this ground, what you find, as long as you report it, it's yours. You're the owner. And what they did to Upper Africa, is wrong. Because see, some of these artifacts, they're priceless. They're priceless. Some of these archaeologists came into Africa with absolutely nothing. but because they found a jewel, because they found some information that's so priceless, they gain wealth. But what you need to understand is this right here. Some things are not meant to be dug up. Some things are meant to be left alone. You get me? Leave it alone. It's in the dirt, it's in the ground because that's where it's supposed to be. You got me? There are people that died going into these tombs, messing with these trapdoors, messing with these treasures, and died, killed themselves because they're booby trapped. You know, everything in Upper Africa was precious, was priceless. And I say this to you, and really understand this. Now, Alexander the Great gave authority of Upper Africa to the Europeans. You understand? To the Jews, to the Arabs. You know, whoever came in and started changing the name to Egypt, excuse me, that's who the authority was given to. They didn't even go into these tombs and dig up things. So how much common sense did they have towards modern time archaeologists? They had a lot of sense not to mess with that stuff. It tells you this will happen. It tells you do not enter. It tells you no, stop, don't. You understand me? No, stop, don't. But modern time archaeologists are, how to put it, eager. You know, eager in ignorance. You know what I mean? Their ignorance, their eagerness bears ignorance in it. You got me? It's beautiful that you dug some stuff up and you realize that, okay, this is where history started. You made that a proven fact to the world. Bravo, kudos, but what have you let into this world? That's what we don't know because the naked eye cannot see it. It's not visible to the naked eye. Let's get back into this reading. I had intended to make a detailed analysis of the moral sense of PtahHotep and Kajemna, but it appears unnecessary. Since they give their advice so clearly and simply, they may safely be left to speak for themselves, but as especially not worthy, I will point to the gracious tolerance of ignorance enjoined in PtahHotep and divine reason given for that injunction in contrast with the scorn expressed for the obstinate fool. Obstinate fool. Let's look up obstinate. We understand what a fool is, you know what I mean? We get that part, and honestly, there's two ways you can look at a fool, because see, back then in them days, a fool was a comedian for the pharaohs, you know what I mean? What they call them, court jesters, you know what I mean? For the, you know, they the ones put on the comedy shows, the entertainment, you know what I mean? So let's look up this word, what it says, obstinate. Okay, the definition of obstinate: stubbornly refusing to change one's opinion or chosen course of action despite attempts to persuade one to do so. Her obstinate determination to pursue a career in radio. That means, you know what I mean, like right here, where we going? And the fine reason given for that injunction in contrast with the scorn expressed for the obstinate fool that carried due to a wife. Make sense to you? Ain't nothing you can tell him about his wife. That's what I'm processing. You know what I mean? The care due to a wife. So, you know what I mean? I guess they wrote, PtahHotep and Kajimna had things about how you treat a woman. You know what I mean? You know, there was a standard to living. There was a standard to life. Don't think that this just started the day you was born, the day I was born. There's been a standard handed down, structured, formed since the beginning of time. And it has traveled through the beginning of time. And yes, we take away from it. Yes, we add on to it. You got me? But there's a standard to this. Our Creator looks for us to walk in that standard. And that's why I say Jesus is the blueprint to heaven. You got what I'm saying? I don't care if they lied about Jesus and they're tricking us with Jesus. I feel in my heart, my Maker sent a man on this earth to be tested. And if that man passed the test, that man is going into heaven. And everything Jesus believed in, I believe in. You got me? It doesn't make me a Jew. It makes that I know the right side of the Creator. You understand? Moses was raised in Kemet. Everything Moses knew that he took into Europe came out of Kemet. You feel me? And see, Moses came up in Kemet when Ra was being worshipped, was being praised. Yes, the devil, the Ramses, the sun. Yeah, they prayed to the devil. They prayed to Satan. You get me? So what the Creator did was, it's time to go on, put the power somewhere else that's going to follow what I ask. You feel me? Which is in signal contrast to the custom of other Eastern nations in this respect. Now the footnote says the wisdom of the son of Sirach, S-I-R-A-C-H. The great stress laid on filial duties, the enthusiasm for obedience expressed in a jargon of puns, which once the high watermark of style among Egyptian liturgy, has long since lost its savior. The interesting matter on manners at table, in society, and in official positions. A rough classification, including many sections, is here given. Duties towards superiors, duties towards equals. Well, we're going to end this because once again, it leads into another chapter. As you can see, a lot of my reading of these chapters, the ending, it takes you into another chapter. It really does. It takes you into another one. Like right now, this said his teaching. So they're really basically explaining to you everything PtahHotep was trying to structure in Kemet. Anywho, I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for viewing my shorts, my clips. I thank you for having dialogue. You know, you may not have it with me, but you're having a dialogue about my platform. Only Faith Ministries Kemet, Only Faith Ministries, the love and respect experience. Whatever platform of mine you're having a dialogue about, a conversation about, I thank you. I really do. Anywho, please like, share, subscribe, comment, follow. Let's build this. You got me? It's possible. You know, we have to put down our childish ways. We have to grow. We have to display our maturity to be respected. We have to display our maturity to be taken serious. You know, the black wealth look down upon the black minorities in the black community because we don't take life serious. We do not, how to put it, go after our challenges. Our challenges. Got it? You get what I'm trying to say? Peep this. They put drugs in the black community to kill us. You understand? To kill us. They didn't put a gun to your head, because they can do that easily. But they want to allow you to kill yourself so that they don't look responsible. So they're not responsible, so it's not on their conscience. You understand? Get off the drugs so you can understand me. Get off the drugs so you can understand your kids. Get off the drugs so when you walk out your front door, your back door, you can see clear. Hey, I'm out.